Hits for the pound.
Yeah, this is how we do it in the Central Colors, man. We got 40 ounces, Old English, rag tops, 6'4" Impalas, and bikini girls, man. This is how we do it on the West Coast. San Diego, San Francisco, Los Angeles. But don't forget about the Central Cali, man. Please don't forget about the Central Cali. Yeah, get 'em.
It's another sunny day in the state of California. Low rider palm trees and G's that put it on ya. This ain't a negative, we speaking ebonics. Rank talk, candy paint on D's with hydraulics. Baseball hat with the sticker on the brim. Don't let the sun blind your sight, cause things can get grim. But I'm not here to talk about banana clips and guns. We're going back to Cali and we're gonna have some fun. A West Coast domination.
And welcome back to 2K7 Podcast. I am your host, Fred Segura, out here in Martin County, also known to the world as the Salad Bowl, also known as the Salinas Valley. To the people in LA, we are north. To the people in San Francisco, we are south. Right smack in the middle, best of both worlds. Don't forget about the Central Cali. Anyway, folks, today we're going to talk about my neck of the woods. And just my neck of the woods, right? I'll say this. Allow me to start by saying a couple of things about this. First and foremost, this is not a direct shot at anyone. This is not a shot at anyone in particular, for that matter. I will state by saying this. Naturally, I tend to write a lot. So I would go on to Facebook and type a big old story and stuff, and then some very good friends of mine, they were giving me a hard time all the time, would be like, dude, just make a video, bro. Like, just make a video. Started off as a joke. And eventually I said, you know what, I might as well, So here we are, And it's been good so far. So shout out to all them guys. I'm not going to name them all. There's a lot of them, but I will say this. They're guys I don't see all the time. But when I do run into them, it's a genuine love and respect. And we do clown around with each other on social media. But we don't take it to heart, and we don't overstep boundaries, And it's all in good fun, So shout out to everybody, all these guys. But anyhow, the other part of it is, guys, that I did not get into this whole video thing to antagonize, to badmouth people, to anger anybody. Everything that I've released on here, it's at least maybe it hasn't translated right to some of you, and that's natural. It comes with the nature of the beast. But I think my whole intent is to give you something to think about, to try to give you a whole other perspective, rather than just hardcore standard where you're perhaps upset about a situation and we are seeing things in a. I'm not saying that anybody's narrow-minded. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I try to kind of open things up a little bit and try to give a different perspective, and perhaps it'll help somebody in a situation, and maybe if somebody will click on one of my videos and they just might happen to click on the right thing at the right time, and it'll help them out in any which way. And that to me is the greatest thing, right? So, again, I didn't come into this, with a chip on my shoulder. I don't come in here flexing anything that I'm this and this and that, something that I'm not. What you see on here, shout out to Tony A. the Wizard, man. I spoke to him and he said, you know what, when I met you, bro, you were the same person you are on YouTube, and as well as other people that I've met along the way, as well. Who I am on here is how I carry myself, because I don't believe in kind of like picking at somebody, on the other side of the fence and being like, oh yeah, yeah, that. But then when things get real, it's like, okay, now the dynamics change, and now you either put up or shut up, and there should be no reason for me or anybody to put themselves in harm's way or in those type of predicaments, right? Now, with that being said about this area in Monterey County, there's people that have come here from out of town, and my whole thing is, I don't look at people like, oh well, they're from such and such place, wherever it may be, whether you come from San Francisco or you come from Los Angeles. I don't look at them any different than I would anybody else, for that matter. Especially if I am out here hanging around with them, I'm going to protect them, But I've seen some things where it's like, and not in particular with them, but I've seen some stuff and some things where they say, oh, it's pretty wild over there. It's pretty, people are this and this and that. Sometimes, whatever lifestyle you may be living, right? But I tend to say that it's not as wild as they used to be. It's not the wild, wild west that it once was. It's like anywhere now. Like, I've gone to Los Angeles, and my friend told me, "Oh, dude, back in the day, it was crazy right here, and it's not so bad anymore in this particular area." I'm not saying that it's not anywhere else. I'm saying, that it calmed down a lot, and I dare say it calmed down all the way across. As far as we're no longer living in the 90s. So I'm also not going to sit here and say it does not happen, but it also goes with how one carries themselves, and that sort of situation. I don't like the idea, nor do I agree with it, that if somebody comes out here, they have to have their head on a swivel. We are not we're not animals out here. We're not, let's get ourselves out of that mentality where, oh, well, them dudes down there, them dudes up there, and whatever the case is, that things are a certain structure. We're living life. Treat each other as such, with love and respect. That's my main thing. I would expect anybody to feel offended if I go to their, per se, neck of the woods, and then I get on video and start saying, well, that area over there, it was just this and this and that. It got kind of crazy. I got, this happened to me. I don't think I would put that on social media anyhow, but still, that's just me. But I do say this, that I don't tend to believe that in today's world, depending on where you go, unless you are really asking for it, And again, it may happen if you are carrying yourself a certain way, and there's a recognized game kind of deal. But that's to those of us that are already of age, the OGs, if you will. That's a little bit different. It's not what it used to be. Thank God, right? Thank God it's not. It's just a different thing. It's just a different thing. But then again, of course, there's some people that want to rally the troops and get things, make things seem more buck wild and so on and so forth. But no, I don't think we should leave this stuff off of social media, and perhaps, keep it positive, keep it motivational, because the people who have come here out in this area from out of town, I've treated them with love and respect. We've gone out to dinner, we've gone out to have a couple of drinks, so on and so forth. There is no difference. There is no us and them. It's us when we're together. And I continue to fall into that mode, into that way of being with somebody. I don't want to feel like, oh well, hey, if it goes down, man, you're on your own, kind of deal. Like, no, but it's never happened. Because again, we're just not living in the 90s no more. Those things don't happen. Nobody's gonna kind of push and carry themselves around in that sense. And what I mean by that is that oftentimes, for us over here in particular, what we consider to be the salad bowl, there's a lot of the old mentality to where, oh, it's just a little bit slower over there. It's just this and that, whatever the case may be. I'm talking from both sides, from Frisco and Los Angeles, whichever way it goes, right? We're from the valley, right? But even before, like, we always got the movies late, because they would come from Los Angeles. It would go from New York to Los Angeles, so on and so forth. The songs on the radio were regional until they got to where we're at, See, and that's the reason I say old mentality. That's the old mentality. In today's world, that does not exist. But some people believe that that's just what it is. Due to the internet, when a movie comes out, it comes out everywhere. When a song is released by an artist that we all enjoy, guess what? It comes out everywhere. If you like a certain artist, it's not like, oh, well, I need to go to LA, I need to go to San Francisco, or whatever. No, it comes out everywhere. Radio stations are no longer regional, it's all Clear Channel. They would play it on everywhere you go, which radio is a whole different thing now for those people who still listen to radio. But I'm stating, a lot of us spend a lot of time on social media looking at things, looking at who's coming up next with music and so on and so forth. And we go into either your account on your Spotify, your Apple, iTunes, whatever it is that you listen to music on, your Pandora, whatever it is, I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying, you're going to go in there and play the music. But, yeah, that, again, and no disrespect to that, the old mentality no longer exists. We are all pretty much with the current times. And I say that respectfully with everybody. It's like, we're all with the current times due to the fact that everything is so fast now. So, everybody's on their phones across the world. So there's nobody really behind anymore, regardless of where you reside at. So don't put anybody in a box, or, for lack of a better word, and I don't mean it in a disrespectful way, do not underestimate somebody and think that they're not up on it because they don't live in a certain place or a certain area that they're considered to be just a little bit more behind. Due to the internet, nobody's behind no more. Although there may be some places that are, I don't know. But very seldom, few and far in between. It's not what it used to be. So, whenever anybody comes out to the Salinas Valley, to Monterey County, also known to the world as the Salad Bowl, also known as the Salinas Valley, right? Over here, where to the people in LA, we are north. To the people in San Francisco, we are south. Right here, right smack in the middle, the best of both worlds. There's love and respect. There should be no kind of fear or anything when you come through these parts. Unless, of course, you're looking for it. And like the old school people used to say, if you're looking for trouble, you're going to find it. But for the most part, unless we were still living in the 90s, I'd probably beg to differ. But in this current times, no, that's not what it is. Come down, man. We have a lot of beautiful places out here. Big Sur, Carmel, Monterey, right along the beach. Beautiful places in the world, trust me. There's a lot of beautiful places out here. We're not out here in the middle of nowhere. We're not just country. We're not riding horses. We don't all wear cowboy hats. We don't all wear, boots and spurs and ride horses and stuff. We're civilized people that just happen to be out here in the agricultural valley. And pretty much have kept up with a lot of the times. A lot of things are up to speed. We're not slower. We're not, anything that, despite what anyone may think. And for anybody that kind of sees things that way, I'll leave it at that. Just, try to change that mentality and see things for what they really are. And that's it, man. We're good folks out here. There's good people everywhere, just as well as there's bad people everywhere. But don't put all one category into a box. Because when you come out here and you're from out of town, I don't care where you're from. You could be from New York, you could be from Arizona, you could be from San Francisco, Santa Rosa, you can be from Vancouver for all I care. You come over here, you receive with open arms, love, and respect. Shake your hand, have a good meal, perhaps have a drink, sit down, talk, laugh, get to know each other good, shake hands, take a couple of pictures, so on and so forth. And it's all love and respect. With that, this is Two Face Entertainment Podcast. I am your host, Fred Segura, signing out.
Yo, you know what it is, man. Petty Vega Grindhouse. We back up in it, we back up in it. 30 plus years, nothing's changed. Two-Face, there is no such thing as father time. We aging like fine wine. It's so sweet and divine. And let us sterilate your mind. We timeless like the glass that you put us in the fine wine. Take a sip of percentage and ask me how you manage.
Shining, it's burning up my chest to the core, so therefore I can't be ignored. But the Conan sword, Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'm the predator. My blood is turning two-faced green. Check my temperature, you ready for the lecture? As I come with the stretcher, knowledge is the key to everything, so watch your temper. When it comes to the storyteller, I am the treasure. I'm in the laboratory, so please call me Dexter. The music is my pleasure. For 30 years strong, it's two-faced ghetto ballin' to the heart with golden arms and flyer. We the ravens up in the sky. We ain't gon' stop till I retire.
Just a song before I go, to whom it may concern. Haters shake the fist, suckers picture me rolling. Why you so mad? Why you so serious? You're in my rear view like the slow and delirious. Keep on mashing, getting plenty action. The home of the G's and pimps, I love it with a passion. Throw it up, it's California, where the sun lays to rest like every day. The home of the color rack, swap meets and bangers. Chuck Taylor's Lolos and them real dope slangers. This is reality, it's where I stay. Along the Pacific in the state of CA. Golden State, from Frisco to Compton and back to Central Cali where the party keeps rocking. It's a California state of mind, and you can't be mad, that's just how we ride. Golden State.